What's going on, guys, and how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Redstone side of this channel. Today we're going to be talking about comparators and some secret FBI information. It's classified, so don't share. It's copyrighted too, so don't copy. This right here is what I've got. It's a comparator, and I call it the big comparator because it is very big. Alright, that's cool. Took a few minutes to build, but it's, hope it looks good. Alright, so to start off, let's learn how to use a comparator. A comparator can take input from the back and from the two sides. So here I've got one lever going in through the back and one from the side, and it comes out the other end. And so what it does is it compares the two inputs from the side and from the back. And if you see when you turn the side one off, only the one from the back is going in. As you can see, power level is 15, comes out, power level is 15 again. Boom, magic. Just like a repeater, it takes one tick and it spits out 15 on the other side. Hey, that was a weird transition. Anyway, so if you flick the lever here, you see that it does nothing. It's also power level 15. Turn it on, turn it off, does nothing. Move it over here, boom, still does nothing. So now I've moved the levers here, turned it on, and you can see from the back, it does not power it if there's one from the side that is stronger. As you can see, the power level here is 14. Coming from the side, you can see clearly it's right next to the lever, so it's 15. 15 is greater than 14, so it does not emit any power signal. Hit that light, turns into subtract mode. What subtract mode does is it takes the input from the side, subtracts it from the input from the back. So if you turn both lights on, they're both power level 14, you see? 14 minus 14 is 0, and so the power level coming out is 0. On default mode, the power level coming in from the back is 14, coming in from the side it's 14. 14 is greater than or equal to 14, so it comes out as 14, the power level coming in from the back. And on subtract mode of this scenario, we've got 0 coming in from the side and 14 coming in from the back. 14 minus 0 is 14, so it still outputs 14 power level out the front. If you turn the lever on the side, that's 13 coming in through the side and 14 coming in through the back, and so 14 minus 13 is 1. Powers one repeater, which hard powers the lamp, and that powers a lamp next to it, so there's two lamps that are on instead of one, my bad, but you should know why that happens if you watched my previous episode, which showed it's covering the basics of Redstone, so do that if you haven't already. Alright, so next up on the list for comparators is this brown piggy bank. Wait, what? No, sorry, jukebox, yeah. Didn't do that on purpose. You know, this jukebox totally, I mean, it does look like a piggy bank, but you can take outputs, anyway, with comparators from any of these three things right here and plenty of other things. These are just some examples because they can store items. Crafting table has a GUI, guided user interface, so you can interact with it, but it doesn't mean it stores items, so it does not have the ability to give an output using a comparator. And you know what, you guys have been waiting long enough. I think we know what time it is. Music time! Lo, lo, sick, dance, moves, lo, do, do, lo, lo. Alright, well, before we continue, the point of that was to show that the comparator turned on when I put the disc in. Hopefully you saw that. I kind of forgot to point that out. Lo, lo, lo. Alright, let's put some good music on now. Alright, so now if you look at the furnace, it's outputting no power. If you put in coal, it's got some fuel. It doesn't have to be fuel. It doesn't have to be anything that can burn. As you can see, it lit up. Now if you put it in the chest, that also has a signal. And if you take it out, there's no signal, of course, because there's nothing in the chest. Alright, now the lectern. The music's killing me, sorry. Gotta take it out for a second. Alright, let's continue. So I've got my book and my lectern. If I take it out, you can see it's got no signal strength. Let's put that back in so we can read it. Hello there, do not continue. Well, guess what? We'll continue. This is classified information, Federal Bureau of Investigations, aka FBI, document 01735. 5, that's an in between 4 and 5. Copyright 1962. Now it's signal strength of 2, page 2 of 10. And so when it gets to 10, that's a signal strength of 15 all the way to the end. They'll all be lit up. And at 0, it's 0 signal strength. At 1 page, it's first signal strength. So the remaining 9 pages, the remaining however many pages you have in the book, minus 1, it's distributed evenly all the way up to 15, or as best as it can. And so if you flip through the pages, you'll see the rest of the story and the repeaters in the background will light up as we progress. Do not fret. This is simply a tongue twister, not a tornado twister. Comparator actually stands for, in case no one ever told you before, because it's obviously the answer, Colonel Orange's money printing apparatuses recovery of alien telephone operators reports. Mojang doesn't want to tell you that because they think you'll get suspicious of their money printing, and so they do not tell you that that is what it stands for. Exhibit A shows some of the reports from the telephone operators about the FBI and Colonel Orange. So before we go on to the next page, you see 6 out of 10 is about halfway, and we've got the Minecraft Times article about Flat Earth by RNDB2. That's me. The great discovery of the curvature of the Earth by RNDB2. The FBI agent reports to have encountered once again a strange case of inexplicable Minecraft phenomena. Super flat, not flat? Question mark? Nonsense, say some. Critics believe Earth is flat when flat is in the name. Court cases will take place Fridays at 3 o'clock against Mojang, the creator and all-powerful being. Free snacks, please attend. Mojang will have some extra spicy peanuts and delicious carrot cake. Basically it says everything I just said was false because of render distance and not the Earth being flat, and also snacks aren't free, and Mojang will win every time in their court case because they created everything and they're the creator of the court. So good luck trying to beat them. And alright, that's the last page, 10 out of 10, and as you'll see, the signal strength is maximum of 15. Remember when I was just talking about a curved Earth? Yeah, here's my evidence. My first example of using a comparator is in a water refilling station. Demonstration starting now. Water! Alright, look, I don't know what you guys are doing right now, but you should start drinking some water, because I heard that 3 cups a day keeps the doctor away. Now I'm gonna drink 5 bottles a day in one sitting, actually, so you should get cracking, because this is a healthy lifestyle to help prevent coronavirus, the spread, and also promote green giraffes frolicking in the forest. Didn't know what to say there, but basically, it's good to have a water refilling station so you've got water for days. And if you just break the floor right here, you'll see that, indeed we have used an almighty comparator to help us bring the sacred water to our mouths. Just note that it's actually possible without a comparator. It's just that if you don't have a comparator, it'll just be a constantly clicking loop. That's really annoying. So using a comparator to detect when items are coming out of the chest, only to activate the loop then instead of all the time, is really good to spare yourself from otherwise inevitable insanity. Alright, so this next contraption here is an etho hopper clock. Ooh, that's my mic. So if you put some hot potatoes in it, the redstone block covers one of the hoppers, not allowing it to drain items. So only one can drain items at a time. So it'll go from one hopper all the way until it drains completely to the other hopper. Then once that hopper is empty, they drain back to that hopper and then back and forth, and keeps going back and forth forever. And each time it finishes unloading its stack, as you can see here, it switches and the redstone block moves to the other side and the potatoes go in the opposite order. And the reason for that is comparators detect no content when it sees that there are no potatoes in it, and it turns off the piston. And so that's basically how it works, and it's really good for timing long-term things if you want an automatic farm being continuously farmed without needing a very long line of repeaters. Oof, that was a little hard to explain. I hope that made sense. Alright, here is the etho hopper clock that is only turned on with redstone. As you can see, this piston is not sticky. And so this involves another type of bug powering I didn't discuss in my last video, and that is when you power a piston that cannot extend at that moment. And so if you move whatever out of the way that was blocking it previously, it does not know that it can then extend again, so you can update it with the piston like I did on the left. I updated it with a piston that moved with the redstone. So hitting the lever started the cycle. It drains items from the right hopper to the left hopper. Then once the right hopper is empty, it drains the items back from the left to the right hopper, and then it stops again until you hit the lever again for another redstone signal. Basically, it's just a compact design to make a really long delay that gives off a 1-tick pulse. I do think this video went pretty well. If you guys thought so too, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment whatever you guys thought was the best. In the next video, I'm going to be showcasing my original design for some really cool, really easy piston extenders. They don't use observers, so that's a bonus if you don't want to mine quartz on a survival game, just for making a piston extender for fun. So I'm going to talk about that in the next episode, and this has been RNDB2, rocking out and clocking out. See you next time.